This is another episode of Susie Eats the World, and today we're trying out the infamous Heinz Spotted Dick Pudding. So I actually picked this up in my local Meijer's store, which I did a vlog on, and we went to pick it up together. So if you haven't already checked out that video, please go back a video and check it out. And I did pick this up, as I said, in my local Meijer's store. So if you're interested in trying out this product, Meijer's is where I picked this up. Now, I did have a little bit of trouble finding this product in the store because the last time I was at Meijer's and I saw it, it was in a different packaging. And this packaging is a little more snazzy, a little fancy. They've got different kind of writing, and they actually have a picture of the spotted dick pudding on the packaging, which is really nice. I do like the new packaging. It's a little bit hip, definitely not as cheap looking as it used to look, so it actually looks pretty nice, and I'm sure this is nowhere near as good as homemade spotted dick pudding, but it's gonna have to do. So I actually have some English friends who have had spotted dick pudding, or someone in their family makes a homemade recipe of spotted dick sponge pudding. So basically what it is a bread pudding with different kinds of spices, and this one in particular has raisins as the fruit in there, which is probably the spotted part of the title, Spotted Dick Pudding. However, some people probably prepare theirs with currants, different kinds of dried fruits and things, but this one in particular has raisins. And when I actually looked up why it was called Spotted Dick Pudding, I really couldn't come up with an answer other than the dick part meaning pudding and the spotted part of the dick meaning the raisins or fruit or whatever, and I feel so dirty doing this video. So as far as eating the spotted dick, on the can it says you need to remove the top of the can, run a knife around the inside of the can, turn the can over on a microwavable dish, and cover before cooking in the microwave. So you simply cook it on 2 minutes in the microwave just to heat it up. It's probably already cooked and ready to eat. You just have to reheat it back up. And a lot of people have told me I need to eat the spotted dick pudding with custard, so I really had trouble finding custard. Apparently custard is just not a very popular thing, at least in my area of the United States. I could not find any ready-made custard in a can like I've seen some people try with their spotted dick pudding. The only thing I could find was this Hearth Club custard powder, and this is pretty much the same thing. This is just a different way to make custard. So you pretty much just have to add 2 cups of cold milk, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of this custard powder, and then you have it nice and hot, ready to serve. So I'm going to go ahead and make these really quick, and then I'll catch up with you guys in just a minute, and we'll try out spotted dick pudding together. I did heat up my spotted dick pudding. Now, it looks a little bit rough around the edges because I think I kind of massacred it when I ran the knife around the edge in the can to get it out, but I did heat it up, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks just like a mound of bread pudding, kind of spongy, and the texture is very spongy and kind of almost oily. It seems a little bit oily, so there surely is some kind of oil in this recipe. As far as the smell goes, a really hot kind of cinnamon bread with some different spices and things in it, so it really doesn't smell too bad. It actually smells pretty decent. And I also made my custard, and I've never actually ate custard before, so this is pretty weird to me. Now, I did try a custard style dish when I did Susie Eats the World flan. However, I've never tried just plain custard, so I've made it in a bowl, and it kind of looks like a jello or like pudding or something like that, and it just smells like hot milk to me. I'm not really a fan of hot milk, but I think maybe it'll taste better when I actually put it on the spotted dick pudding, so it is a little bit odd, but anyhow, I did put some on there, and it's smelling pretty decent actually, so I guess let's go ahead and try this out. I think I'm going to try just the spotted dick pudding part first without the custard and see how I like it. So it is a little bit textured like bread pudding. Kind of dry, but yet kind of greasy at the same time. Interesting. Smells pretty good. So it's not bad. It's actually kind of good. Just tastes like a bread pudding to me, just like when I ate bread pudding. However, this bread tastes more cinnamony than like the traditional bread pudding that I've had here, or at least that I've had in restaurants or stores or whatever. This one tastes a little more sweet and a little more cinnamon, and it definitely has a lot more raisins. Got that like kind of raisiny taste throughout, so that's not too bad. By itself, hot, it's actually pretty good. I'm going to try a little bit of just the custard by itself. I don't think I'm going to like it by itself, but so the custard by itself isn't bad. Tastes like vanilla pudding a little bit. Not bad. Definitely tastes better than it smelled when I was making it, so I'm happy about that. So now I'll just get a little dollop of some of the custard and the bread pudding part, and I'm going to try it out. So let's try it. So it's not bad. It's definitely not gross. Not as bad as when I had the flan. I don't particularly care too much for the two flavors together, the custard and the spotted dick pudding. I kind of actually just prefer the spotted dick pudding without the custard. However, when you do put the custard on, it does add kind of a nice moistness to the bread pudding part. It's not quite so dry as it was before I added the custard on. It's actually not too bad. Pretty good. I do like the raisins. Raisins are nice and soft. So this is actually probably one of the better things I've ever tried on my Susie Eats the World episodes. It's really not bad at all. It really has good flavor. Tastes pretty good. It just tastes like cinnamon bread with custard on top, with like a vanilla pudding on top. So really not too bad at all. Actually kind of enjoy it. I may even finish this entire thing. Really good. I'm thinking about making a hot cup of tea and having it with this. And I would assume that in England, having tea with this or coffee or something would be really good together. It does have a really nice flavor, and the raisins in this are really tart, which is nice as well. So I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for this spotted dick pudding. It's not my favorite thing. I kind of think I would prefer a little bit more of a cinnamon flavor. This one has a very slight cinnamon flavor, but I think just a little bit more would really make it stand out. I'm getting a lot of the raisin flavor, not so much any spices, so. But definitely an 8 out of 10. You guys should try it out. Recommend it. Name might sound weird, but it's really good. Really good. Especially, I think in the winter months, it'd be a really good hot dessert. So, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And do you have something like this in your country or where you live? Do you have like certain kind of a bread pudding or dessert that you're known for? You know, do you have something like this with like fruit or raisins in it and some kind of icing or custard or something on top? Is there something similar where you live? Let me know down in the comments below because I would love to know. I love trying out different types of foods, and I may try out whatever it is you recommend to me next. So if you have something you want me to try out, please let me know, and I'll do my very best to find it and try it out. So thanks you guys for joining me. Try out spotted dick pudding. It's pretty good. Catch you in the next episode. Bye!